Hey everybody, it's Melissa. And hi, I hope you're having a really, really great week. It is beautiful here in New Zealand, super duper sunny, and I try to make it to the beach every day. As if you're a Facebook friend of mine, you will see my lovely beach photos often. I can't help but share them. They are beautiful. Anywho, today I wanted to talk to you a bit about being open to receiving the desires that you have or the dreams that you want to see fulfilled in uncommon ways. I'm sure that each one of you are able to look back on your life and see kind of the journey unfolding and, how you thought something might happen one way and it actually happened a totally different way and it was even better than you could have imagined. And there are some keys to allowing yourself to being open to receiving things into your life that you're hoping for, uh, rather than thinking that it has to be like you have to take certain steps. Well, just for example, I want to have an amazing career. So first step is, I take this exam. Second step is I get into this university. Third step is I complete my university degree. Fourth step, I then do my master's. Fifth step, I, start interviewing. And then it's like this linear path. And a lot of times we think, yeah, the thing that we want has to happen that way. And I'm here to tell you that I love the circuitous path. And I love having conversations where we're talking about random possibilities, but maybe not so random after all. So, okay, let me give you a little context because right now I have been experiencing this. This week, in the last week, I have been given a laptop and a car. Thank you very much, God. And we've also been given a house to live in for 4 months rent-free. Now, these things are amazing. They're not like a laptop, a vehicle, not inexpensive gifts, but yet I have been given them. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I am so open. I am so open. Say that to yourself. I am so open to receiving. There's a guy, he came to our church and his name is Joshua Mills, and he a few years ago was talking about being a generous receiver. We're all talking about being generous givers. Generous givers, that means, giving a lot, giving a lot, giving a lot. Well, what about being a generous receiver and saying, yes, I will generously allow you to give me all these amazing blessings and all of these things that I need and the desires that I want. So how can you be a generous receiver? Gratefulness, gratitude. Especially for the car and the laptop, I have been, for a little while now, thank you for my laptop. Thank you for my car. Thank you for my laptop. Thank you for my car. I don't know when it's coming and I don't know how it's coming. But the traditional way would be like, right, just go out and buy it. But I felt like these things were going to come to me. And so I just said, okay, thank you for my laptop. Thank you for my car. Regarding this house that we're living in, okay, so this is not my house yet. Not my style. If you've seen my other videos in my living room before, I'm much more French country, and this is leather, and I find leather to be a bit cold. If you love leather, awesome, but it's not really my style. And these are not my family pictures. I try to cover them with my head. But anyway, so when we first got married, we house sat for a few months. It allows you to get a chance to live in lots of different places, try out different areas, obviously save money because you're not paying rent, and just to have different experiences. I am such an experienced person. So I was feeling like, look, we really need a change. I need a change. As you know, I've been going through this real metamorphosis, up-leveling, transitional stage. And I was like, as much as I love where we're living now, I need a change. But the possibility exists You heard it here first, people. The possibility exists, potentially, nothing set in stone, but we might move abroad next year. So do we want to go sign a lease for another place when we're not sure if we're going to be here? So all of that to say, house sitting can be very competitive. You sign up for websites and there's so many people that want to do this because it's a great gig. And there have been a lot of times in the past where I've applied and just never even got a response. Well, one popped up. It was a little bit out of the area of where we wanted to live, but it was for 4 months and said, okay, well, we'll just apply and see what happens, put it in God's hands. And, if it's meant for us, it is. And we heard nothing for like a week and a half. Okay, well, still believing that, the next right place for us to live will come. And we weren't stressed about it. It wasn't like we had to be out or anything. It was just like we were ready for a new adventure. And then they contacted us and had us over, and they said they couldn't believe how many people applied, but they looked at our profile and they saw that we all had some things in common. So we came here, visited with them, met them, and they offered it to us right there. We said yes and gave notice. And thus began this great nomadic existence that we have at the moment, which is really fun. And I actually love this area now. We're much closer to the beach. I mean, we were close to the beach before, but now we're really close to the beach, closer to the beach. I mean, you go to the grocery store. Oh, I hate going to the grocery store, but guess what? The grocery store is right on the beach. So, I mean, how can it get any better? Such good things. There are so many good things just stored up, waiting to be given to you if you are open to them coming in an uncommon way. Okay, so that was gratitude. Bring it in full circle. So showing gratitude, thanking in advance for the thing that you want, that is exercising your faith. That is putting your faith out there for that thing that you want. Hey, it might not come. Like my laptop in the car, I've been doing this for months now, saying, yep, I know that it's coming to me. I know that you have it in store for me. And voila, just like this avalanche. And so, my brain, it's like, bring. Okay, bring it back. Okay. Gratitude. Another thing that I love to do is a journaling exercise where you get to be really creative and you just dream about how you would love something to happen. So for example, I recently, just for fun, journaled something and you write it in the present tense of that it's all this has just happened and I'm so excited. So I am so excited that I have been cast in a major TV show, and how it happened was somebody just approached me that I knew and that I've worked with before and said, hey, we'd love to have you as part of this TV show. And guess what? We're paying you this amount every day. And guess what? We're flying you to this fabulous location. Oh, and by the way, you get to wear these beautiful costumes and and this is the story and it just is, it's exciting. Again, it opens you up to go, maybe it doesn't have to be that linear path. Maybe I don't have to sit and wait for my agent to submit me for a part and then let the casting person wait for them to choose me to bring me in for an audition. And then, get the note from my agent that I have an audition and, I've got these lines to memorize and now I've got to pick this wardrobe and now I have to go to the audition and calm my anxiety and do my thing and then wait. Maybe it doesn't have to be that linear process. I am so open for things to be easy. And I know I love helping people be open to receiving money and to, stop your blocks to money. And those blocks that you might have to money could be blocks that you have to receiving anything. So as you're on that journey to being more open to the uncommon, the unexpected, the unlooked for, the adventurous way, you really think about, how can I be grateful in advance for that thing that that I'm expecting and believing for and desiring, how can it come in an uncommon way? Another key is, sometimes people are like, well, I'm just going to do this and I'm not going to tell anybody about it. And that happens too. I've had that experience where, oh my gosh, guys, I've got so many stories. This video is going to be so long about things that have happened for me. But I'll just tell you this one quick story. It's a good one. Several years ago, lots of years ago now, I was in a transition stage, and I was back in America for just a short period, and I was living with my parents. I still had bills to pay, and I didn't have any income coming in. And I didn't tell anyone. I just was journaling, and I was thanking God. I was like, God, I need $100. Yeah, I've been there, people, where you need $100. God, I need $100. I've got 7 days before this bill is due. Thank you that $100 is coming to me. God, I'm believing that $100 is coming. Thank you very much. Over and over and over, I would pound the pavement, walking, declaring $100 is on its way to me. That's another thing. Declare and make affirmations that this thing is a done deal that you're desiring. Thank you, God, for that $100. Thank you. Thank you. Days were going by, and 2 days, it was the next day, journaling. Okay, God, I know you know that I need this $100 by tomorrow. I don't know where it's going to come from. Nobody knows that I need it. My parents had people over every Friday night, I think, it was Friday night. Every Friday night they had people coming over. And so I hung out with them, and it was great, and and then they leave. And when everybody had left, I came back down to the kitchen, and my parents said, somebody wants to remain anonymous, but they just really felt like they wanted to give you this. And this was in a fist. And they opened it, and it was $100 bill. And I just burst into tears. I think I'm going to cry right now. Because it was God was so faithful in that moment. And He'll be faithful to you. So whether it is your back is against the wall and you need something, or something bad will happen to you, or you just it's something great that you would love, just a desire that you have that you would like to happen, be grateful in advance. Continuously put your faith out there. Do your affirmations. Say, yes, this has happened. This is happening. That was my story about not sharing what you need. But sometimes put it out there. Say, hey, everybody, I am believing for a car. I am believing for a laptop. I am believing for this thing, fill in the blank. And watch how people will come out of the woodwork, because you're giving others an opportunity to practice the law of sowing and reaping. Maybe somebody else is also believing for a car, and so they're going to sow a car into you, believing that God will give them a car as well. So you're allowing them to be generous. You're allowing them to bless you. And so when you allow people to bless you, it allows them to be opened up for blessing, to receive themselves. It's all it's all in a circle, beautiful, flowing, giving and receiving. So I did that for the car and the laptop. I shared with people, yep, I'm believing for this. I'm believing for this, so that when the opportunity for someone to bless me with those things came about, they knew that's what I was believing for, and they wanted to be the vehicle for me to receive. So I know that this has kind of gone a little bit lengthy, but I hope that you are inspired. I hope that you are inspired and excited about being open for things to come to you in ways that you don't expect, that it doesn't have to be that step-by-step thing. And I'll just put it out there. If you want to partner with somebody who is so passionate about helping people remove their blocks to these things, being open, seeing possibilities, doing things in a different way that maybe not everybody else is doing, yeah, come check out the program, and the link is in there. The link is below, and we're closing the door soon. So join us. It'll be so much fun. So much fun. I love, 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 love talking about this stuff and then watching like blessings and money and gifts and surprises coming into your life, as you are becoming more positive, more optimistic, more open, and more of a generous receiver. Love you guys lots. If you have any comments, any questions, any stories that you want to share about exciting things that have happened in uncommon, unlooked for ways, blessings that have come right when you need them, please share so that we can all celebrate with you. Okay. Until next time. Bye.